YouTube, we back with another video, man. I ain't take a before video like a dummy because I had forgotten. I started on the back, so I really had forgot, to be honest, and this was a last minute cut. So, and with that being said, we gonna get right into it. I go in with my slim line, setting that first guideline, which is my bar line, getting as broad as possible. Then I go in with my seniors, with the lever open, going up at least a half an inch, setting that second guideline. Then I close my lever to take out that bottom line, just flicking at the line. You don't want to flick at the line, you want to start below the line and then flick out in the flick out motion. Then I go ahead and put my one guard on with the lever open, which is a one guard open. And then I set in that third guideline, going up another half inch. Then I close the lever all the way with the one guard on, which is a one guard close, flicking out that middle line, soften it up. And if it don't fully come out, that's where you put on a zero guard or half guard close to take it fully out, but only do that if necessary. So that's why I soften it up first. The line come out, there's no reason to put on a zero guard or a half guard. And then as you can see, I got my 1.5 guard closed right now, going up a half inch above the line I set with the one guard open. Most people use a 2 to clear out the bulk, but I use to put on my 1.5 guard close, and then all the way up I open a lever fully, which is a 2, but a little bit under a 2 because it's a thinner guard, which is the 1.5 guard. As you can see, I'm all the way at the top of the fade, and that's when I open my guard fully, which is a 2, with the 1.5 guard. I got it fully open, just taking out the bulk that's right underneath the hair, all the way at the top of the fade. Now we on to the side of the head, doing the same exact steps we did on the back. I'm setting that first guideline, my slim line pros, and the guideline, I'm gonna add a little arch to it so it can come out with a burst effect. And right now I got my shavers getting as broad as possible. Then I go in using the corner of my blade with my seniors, setting that second guideline, going up a half an inch. And I am doing it in a rainbow shape once again so I can get that burst effect. And you only want to use your full blade on the back fade because you have more room to work with. But now since I'm in a tight space, that's why I'm using the corner of my blade. I go in with my one guard open, which is the one guard with the lever open, setting that third guideline. Then I put on my 1.5 guard with the lever open, just clearing out all the bulk that I see at the top of the fade. And now I'm taking out that middle line by using the one guard close, just flicking at it. You know what I'm saying? Don't use the full blade, use the corner of your blade. And now I got my lever open, just flicking at that line, just taking out the dark spots I see. Now I'm softening up that line, getting prepared for the lineup. And on this side, I'm really going to talk too much about the fade because I'm doing the same exact steps I did on the other side in the back. I'm just talking about perfecting your craft. And listen, I know I ain't perfect my craft yet. No cut is perfect. I want everybody to know that. But, you know what I'm saying? If you got a craft, man, just keep going and just stay consistent. And don't let nobody be in your ear about what you're doing. Because I know a lot of people will try to bring you down and stuff like that. telling you your work but or you not good enough and all that. Just know, man, you keep grinding and staying consistent. Keep staying consistent. You gonna get that John down packed down. You mean they gonna wish they never said what they said. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of people be hating on stuff when you wanna come up. I know I got a lot of haters, but I ain't letting that bring me down at all. And I'ma keep proving my haters wrong. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just stay humble about it. I ain't gonna get too big headed and none of that. Try to throw it in their face and anything when I'm up. But you know what I'm saying? I just peep the vibes and all that. Some people be giving me and they be hating, you know what I'm saying? All negativity. But I ain't gonna let the negativity stop me. I'ma just keep doing me. Staying consistent and grinding. And try to make a meal. And right now I'm just cutting the hairline down to 1.5 so the lineup can come out sharp. And right now I'm just cleaning the skin with this alcohol that I use that I call Spice. I put a whole bunch of alcohols together to cleanse the skin. You know what I'm saying? Get all the dirt about the pores so the hairline can come out 2 times sharp. And right now, I'm using Spritz to freeze the hair and bring all the hair together so I can get the hairline to lay down. And then I go on my Gold FX, line up the back. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it as natural as possible. Because normally I start the lineup on the front, depending on how I'm feeling. But most of my clients, I start the lineup on the back so I don't got to worry about it when I move on to the front. When it came to lineups, when I first started off, this probably was the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to lay down the air and just line up behind the air, but now I got it down packed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you would just want to lay down, like push down on the air and just line it up. And I'm doing the same exact thing on this side, just keeping it natural. Clippers hitting though, I ain't gonna fake it to y'all. Hair coming straight off on this side. I don't know what it was. The other side, I had to nag at the line a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they hitting on this side for a certain reason. Right now, I'm just showing y'all the back feed. The joint came out clean. And now we moving on to the front. Always want to start off at the middle. And my dominant side is the left side, so I work my way to the left every time. That's the first side I work on for some reason. I think it's because I'm right-handed once again. But yeah, just watch how sharp this line up come out naturally. You know what I'm saying? You always want to give a natural sharp cut before adding any add-ons, such as enhancement, fibers. Some people use pencil. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to make sure to line up sharp so when they get out the shower, when that stuff wash out, their hairline is still looking neat. The same thing I did on the left side, I'm doing the same thing on the right hand side. And another thing, don't be scared to go tap the corners. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to go up in the corners a little bit, because that make the hairline look sharper. And right now I'm lining up the arches, making it as natural as possible, because you don't want to push the arches back too much and then the grow back look ugly and funky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just doing the same thing I did on that side to this side. You know what I'm saying? And normally you'll have to look to see if the boxes are even, and what I do is I take a step back and drag one finger to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's even. Right now I'm just going back and making sure it's sharp. And as you can see, I asked my client, did he want fibers? He shook his head yes, because I don't just go on and add fibers in any of my clients' head. I make sure I ask them. And if they don't want it, the cut would still be naturally sharp. You know what I'm saying? After you add fibers, enhancement, whatever you use, don't use enhancement, I just use fibers. You want to go back over the hairline, making sure everything's straight, line it up. And right now I'm just brushing off the loose fibers I see, just cleaning it off. And then I lock the fibers in using hairspray. Then I blow dry to dry it up. Then you gotta go back over the hairline just one last time after you spray the hairspray. Making sure everything's straight, going over it, looking at the fade, see if you see anything that need to be worked on. As y'all can see, that fade is clean. Then I go on with my razor, stretching the skin. You know what I'm saying? Because if you only stretch the skin, you just try to use a razor, you're going to cut right through the skin. That's going to be a bad look. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt the client. You know what I'm saying? And if you're using a razor and then the hairs ain't coming out how they supposed to be, you want to wet it just a little bit, wet the skin, and then go back to razor and everything going to be out. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing I did to that side, to this side. As y'all can see, man, this cut is sharp, no cap. You know what I'm saying? If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. With that being said, see y'all till next time.